Hi there, guys. This is the Twitter retweet module for Mass Planner. All right, this module here, guys, is actually pretty cool because if you want to retweet others, okay, some popular tweets, via keyword and such like that, or if you have other accounts of your own that you want to retweet, your message to and get it expanded out to more people, this is the module that you're able to do that with. Okay, so as you see here, let me go through the settings. All right. So you're going to retweet 5 times a day. Okay, times you're going to retweet between are 12 a.m. to 11:59. All right, which is basically all day long, so 24/7. So if you want to retweet more, you just simply click here, or you can type it in, but you just use the up arrow. And as you see, as I start adding more, the times of the day are going to get more. All right, and you see the times here. You're wondering, like, okay, George, why did it have those times? How did you do that? Right here where it says randomized publishing times each day, okay, first off, what it does is it's going to go based on the time that I have here. So you see I have like 3:34. I think that should be somewhere in here. Oh no, it is 7:34. But right now it's 3:34 here. It's going to basically get times randomly based on, like, I think it starts with like 5. So if I go to 5, yeah, okay. So it's going to start the times on 5. So once you go to 5, take this random timing thing off of here. The times are going to change to 12, like every, not hour, but let's see, 12. Okay, I'm trying to see where it keeps my one main time in there, but it doesn't. All right, so I guess I told you guys wrong on that. But it's basically going to randomize these times based on how many times per day you want to tweet out. Okay, you can actually go in here. Okay, and say, for instance, you want to post 7 times a day. Let me give you guys a little bit of a hint. All right, so if you're using this retweet module on Mass Planner, the awesome thing about this is there are times that are the peak times to tweet, okay, or to interact or to do different things on these networks. With this setting here, you can actually set it so that it tweets at those specific times. So say, for instance, you find out one of those times is at 12 a.m. You might find out it's at 4 a.m. You might find out, all these different times. Mass Planner is going to retweet items, okay, based on those times that you give it here. So once again, as I always say, do a bit of research on Google, find out what those best times are. I think I have something. Myself, so you may want to contact me as well. But on the best settings, and I'm definitely going to make a video. I'll keep it, kind of under cuffs, and I'll give it to people via email. Of the best times to actually set these settings for. So the randomized publishing timers each day basically means, instead of saying, okay, each day I'm going to retweet at 12, if you don't want to retweet at the peak times, then you just say randomized. Okay, and each day it's going to do it at 12. It may do it at 12:30. It may do it at 12 o'clock or something like that. But it will randomize these times each day that it's doing it. Okay, skip tweets with the @ mark. And basically what this means is inside of the message, it's going to skip those tweets. So if you have mentions, like say for some instance, someone says, oh, thanks, George, for sending me a friend request or following me, then it'll basically skip those type tweets because lots of people will put at your Twitter handle in there, okay? Use real-time results. Basically pick tweets that are less than 120 hours old, so 5 days, okay, by default. Let me see if I click this, if it changes. No, it doesn't. So less than, I'm not good with math, guys. So figure out the times there, okay? And you might want to say, well, that's 120 hours. That's 5 days. You might want to say tweets that are less than, depending on what type campaign you're running, you might want to have tweets that are less than 5 hours old. You want some fresh data, right? 5 days is not that bad, but like I said, it depends on exactly what you're retweeting. All right. Also, pick tweets that have between 0 and 20,000 retweets. Okay, 20,000 is pretty big. If you find tweets that have like 20,000 on a constant basis, you're hanging around some good people. But you might want to have it set to say, for instance, the item has been retweeted 50 times. Okay, that's a pretty engaging person. 100 times, that's a pretty engaging person. All right. And also, once again, you can set it here to not publish or do this action on certain days. Okay, just by ticking on that day and looking at the line that goes through the date that you're ticked, okay, and the background is going to turn black. All right, if you want to put a comment, okay, you can put something like that in there, and what it'll do is it'll tweet that or it'll comment that in the tweet section, okay, in that tweet, 50% of the time, 75% of the time, however much, you set this to. By default, Mass Planner sets to 50, which is, 50-50. Half of the times that you tweet, it's going to put this, or retweet, it's going to put that message in there, okay? Like you might want to say like great share, or, like this is approved by, George Price, or something like that. You might want to put in there, which is kind of, I guess that could be cool. All right, so once again, we're not going to go here yet. All right, so retweet resources, all right? You're able to retweet based on keyword search, okay? And once again, as I told you before in the favorite section, using the keywords, you can get really specific, okay? So demographics, location, language, compound expressions, guys, use the Mass Planner documentation that they've created. They've done a great job with that. You can retweet people from a list, all right? So once again, like I told you, this will be retweeting people from like Barack Obama, all right? His like list of people, his list of friends, it's going to retweet from them, all right? You can retweet from Twitter lists. So if Barack Obama has a list of people that he's tweeting from, then you can retweet from there, all right? Untick these. And of course, any results, like from what it's retweeted, it's going to list it here so that you guys can see it and get all of the information, in case you need to delete them all or you want to export them so you can, do a little bit of a like research or maybe a report later on to share with others. Okay, and once you've done that, guys, you simply click here where it says start. It'll start your auto retweeting, and that is it. All right, so that's the retweet feature or module. I was going to say method module for Mass Planner. Talk to you guys soon. Bye bye.